Finding it much more challenging on the weekends to make time for that quiet space. Yes. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, of course, especially if you're a mother and you've got the children around at the weekends. Like, that's absolutely, totally and utterly. I find it really hard to meditate on the weekends because all of a sudden my mates are around and I want to see them and they want to see me. And I've got much more social stuff in the calendar and my time's not necessarily my own. So I actually had to leave a baby shower party over the weekend. Like, I had to leave it to meditate. I had to come home and meditate. Now, I also have a dog, which was a really great excuse. I was like, gotta go home and walk the dog. But I walked the dog, and after I walked the dog, before I went back to the party, I sat down and meditated for 20 minutes. And so it is harder, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. And you know what? You don't have to be perfect every single day. It's okay that at the weekends you don't have time. It's okay that at the weekends you are completely focused on your family. So this is one of the things that I think we misinterpret when it comes to balance. We think that balance means an equal portion of everything all of the time. That's not what balance is. Balance is more like focus, right? This weekend, my entire focus is on my family and it's on my children and it's on being present with them and it's on getting them to football and then it's on getting them to that party and then it's on my husband because we're going out for dinner on Saturday night and getting the kids ready for the babysitter. That's where my focus is this weekend. But you know what? My focus, my presence, my energy is available for those things because during the week I made time to meditate. During the week, I made sure that I was in self-reflection. During the week, I sat lots in self-awareness. I meditated every day. I ate really, really well every day. And that's where my focus was during the week. And now my focus can be slightly different at the weekend. And you know what? No one is 100% all of the time. They're just not. We are seasonal. We are nature. And so I have times of the month where I know I'm really productive and I capitalize on that. And then I have times of the month when my period comes where I am a lump of cells. And I'm incapable of managing my own emotion most of the time, of doing anything without crying, of being productive in any way, shape or form. And so I'm consciously aware of how I orchestrate my month around my menstrual cycle, because I want to be optimal. So it makes sense that I know that when I'm in ovulation, I get shit done. And the week after ovulation, I'm like a fucking superhuman. And then the week of my period and leading up to my period, I'm a bit less of a good human. I need more rest, I need more downtime. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want to be aware of it so that I can capitalize on it. So balance isn't about getting it the same every day. Balance is about always knowing how to top up your own spiritual capacity to be able to do whatever is in front of you at any given moment. It's about cultivating internal resources and capabilities so that as your conditions change, as your environment change, as time changes, as your hormones change, you have got the ability to deal with what is in front of you. And the more that you have the ability to deal with what is in front of you, the more success you will have, the deeper your relationships will get, the more money you'll be able to attract, the better your health will be, because you'll have more capacity and resource to be able to deal with the ebbs and the flows of life. So don't worry about not having time on the weekend or the same amount of time on the weekend. Just be aware that, okay, well, the weekend's coming and it's a pretty hectic weekend. So this week I need to prepare myself spiritually, emotionally, energetically, and physically for the weekend so that I can be present, so that I'm going to have enough to give. And if it does get tough, if it does get a bit like, oh, it's a bit frantic, being okay to say, hey, partner, or even hey, friend, or hey, mum, or hey, neighbor, I need a little bit of help because I'm not a one-man band. Would you mind taking the kids for 20 minutes? I just need to go and sit by myself. You know, that's okay as well. We don't have to, we're not superhuman. It's not even that we don't have to be superhuman. We're just fucking not. I followed my intuition. No, you didn't do what I just said, because what I said wasn't words, was it? I did all right last week. Absolutely fucking attacked by mosquitoes the other night. My whole body is itching.